Today's podcast is brought to you by StrongHeartAcademy.com, where no heart is no victory. We are also brought to you by BJJ To Go. If you want to build your game and learn jiu-jitsu, go to bjjtogo.com. So this one's going to be a real quick one. I wanted to talk about something I do every once in a while. Actually, I do it every day, but I challenge you to compliment one person that you don't know who they are. So you're standing in line somewhere waiting for something. Think of a compliment to give to somebody. And it's, especially with the pandemic and COVID, it's like people don't want to talk to other people because it's like you're putting like germs out or something. And so many people are isolated and hurting right now, and the mental aspects of this whole thing are absolutely devastating, I believe. So sometimes a very small compliment to a random person could really help that person out. And you will never know if it did or not, but the worst that happens is they say something rude back to you. That's on them. I don't care. So every day I try to hold a door for somebody, and I'll try to find something to compliment them about. And I think the other trick to this is being honest, and it teaches you to look for something good in other people. And especially someone that you don't know, then you really have to get good at observing people. So sometimes I'm like, cool shoes, man. I really like those shoes. Those are cool. And if, a good one for women is earrings because it's nothing about their body. Shoes are good for women too. Because, if you say, you can't say nice chest, nice butt. I mean, that's like hitting on someone. So I guess if you're single or single, but I don't think women appreciate that very much anymore. So just be careful, if the opposite sex and a female, that you're being careful not to offend them. So I'd like to just, I like your hair, I like your earrings. Oh, that's cool. This, that's that. Oh, I like your car. It's cool. I try to find simple things. It doesn't have to be this complex thing, and it can't be fake. So that's the thing. No BS. You have to have an honest thing. Look them over quickly, and not too obviously like up and down, but just look them over and try to find something. Maybe they have a shirt, Indiana State. I'm like, that's cool. My father-in-law went there. That's it. Very simple. You're from Indiana? Oh, cool. It doesn't have to be this grandiose thing. Very simple, and I just feel like it helps you get in the mindset of looking for the good in people. It's so easy to, especially me, to find the ugly parts, and that's just like what you see of a person. You focus in on the one thing. It reminds me of Austin Powers, and I think it was the third one. It was really not good. I think it was Fred Savage, and he had like a mole, and that was like the joke is like he's a spy, a mole, and he just kept looking at his face. He's like, mole. So I feel like that's how we are sometimes. We see a person and we go, mole, or ugly, this, that. These are the bad parts of you. And it's just easy to be cynical. And it's not a great mindset for the world to walk around like that. And I feel like if you practice it with just one a day, one random compliment. And then I try to compliment the people that are in my life too. And that's a little bit easier because you already know them. But it just makes people feel good. And why wouldn't you want to do that? But it has to be honest. It has to be sincere. It cannot be BS. So you have to be, showing appreciation for people in your life is easier. But if it's a random person, just a thank you and a compliment, man, I feel like it goes a long way. And people are so stressed out, so wound up, so isolated, so lonely. A nice compliment can go a long way. Now, I know dudes get confused when women are friendly to them. They think they're flirting. So, obviously that's a problem. But you can just be friendly. And I guess that's a fine line that dudes get confused about women being nice to them. Sometimes they think they're flirting. Although I've had that too, where women think I'm flirting or I'm just trying to be friendly. I'm like, I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just being nice. So that's why I'm like always earrings, something like that with women. I don't want to give them some kind of wrong impression that I'm seeking some sort of attention that I'm not trying to seek. I'm just trying to be nice. And if you start your day that way, you go somewhere to get coffee, that's the easy one. To start your day with a compliment to somebody. And it's not to say that you can't do more than one, but just shoot for one. That's a good, simple goal. So I'm just going to challenge you guys out there. This is a very simple podcast, quick one, is I'm trying to do a 1 compliment per day to a stranger. And then I do recommend showing appreciation for the people that are already in your life. And you can do one of those too. But the harder one is talking to someone, especially if you're an introvert, talking to somebody that you don't know, and again, don't think of it as a complex thing. Simple, very simple and sincere. Simple, sincere compliment. And that's it. So please leave a comment that you did it. Let me know what you did, and we can kind of talk about it further. Tell me if you think this is a great idea, or if you're like, I don't like talking to people. I'll tell you my opinion about that too. So comment, share, like, subscribe. Peace.
Let me talk for just a second, help me feel that sense of rhythm. Find the meanings in our bearings and discover this position as a stage along the way. Another rung to the ladder, either stalling or you're climbing, and I'd rather be the latter. Instead of getting fatter, let the footsteps resume naturally.